Well, hello, drive time. A little bit more of teaching talk. It is amazing to me that everyone, when they feel that they have a call on their life, it automatically goes to thousands upon thousands of people. You know, I'm called to the masses. I'm called to the masses. So, in saying that, are we saying that people with smaller congregations and people that are doing smaller works as far as people go, then we discount that and say it's not important? You know, Jesus fed the 5,000 and ministered to thousands upon thousands of people. But I want you to remember that his core group was only a handful of disciples. Even after performing a miracle of feeding the 5,000, not to mention the women and children, when he was resurrected and commanded for the group to go to Pentecost as he was taken up into heaven, was only 500. And out of the 500, only 120 went into the upper room. It's not always about numbers, it's about the quality of the ministry. This happens with companies. We can hire several hundred people, but out of the training and out of the work that's actually done, and after the people that start to fall off and the people that say this job isn't for me, you end up with a much smaller number. I can't discount people if they are affecting people. I don't care if it's 5. I have stood and had the privilege to preach to thousands upon thousands of people. And yet there is no greater joy right now in my life than to stand behind that 3 foot by 3 foot space in the chapel and speak to those that come through and those that view on video as well. I think about the story of the little boy that was walking down the beach, and he saw all of these starfish, hundreds of starfish that had gotten washed up on the shore. And the little boy would pick up 1 or 2 or 3, and he'd get them in his hands, and then he'd toss them 1, 2, 3, toss them into the ocean. And a man came walking by and he said, "Son, look at all of these starfish. Look at the hundreds of them." He said, "You will never be able to save all of those starfish. What you're doing doesn't matter." And the little boy reached down and he picked up about 3 starfish and he said, "It matters to this one," and he threw it back in the ocean. He had another one, he said, "It matters to this one," and he threw it back in the ocean. "It matters to this one." You get the point. There are a lot of people that are standing in front of large crowds, and maybe they're affecting a lot of people. But how many of those people's lives are truly being changed by their influence? How many of them are just there because it's a crowd? You know, it's about the people that are truly affected. And if your influence is to 5 people and 3 out of the 5 are truly being affected, that is far much better than standing in front of thousands and none of those people ever being affected. You and I are making a difference no matter what people say. Blessings.